how about our inspection tour?
I find it very useful. It was very interesting because before we came, we had in mind like what we like, but after seeing the brands and meeting the people in charge and involved in the brand, it has changed our mind and changed our perspective. So I think overall it has been very useful.
Okay, so can you find good brand?
Yeah, we have met a few brands that we think is very interesting and has good potential. We were introduced to some brands that we didn't know before, and it was good to find out more about these brands as well. So yeah, there are definitely good brands that has great potential overseas.
Okay, so do you have some opinion to the who finding the good new business in the world?
Yeah, I think it's important that they have to do their research because what might work in Japan not necessarily will work in their country. So it's good to see the operations and look at and study and see whether, like, with all the costs involved, with all the work involved, will it actually equals to success also in their country. So I think it's important to do some research and then come in person to look at the brands, how they operate, before deciding whether this will be a success in their country as well.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
And what do you think about the atmosphere of most brands? Do you think it will fit the European atmosphere? Because the restaurants in Europe are quite different than in Japan, right?
I think overall Japan has a more systematic management, which definitely is a good thing because it's something that might be lacking in Europe. So this will help in terms of management, in terms of operations. But there are also certain things that, for example, like maybe it might work in Japan, but in order to be successful as a franchise overseas, it has to have simple operations. Operations that's easily copied so that it can be developed in a very fast manner. So maybe not all the brands are able to do that at the moment, and because like France, for example, Europe has very strict importation rules and regulations, so this is something that maybe the brands have to be aware of in order, if they want to be successful in overseas, then maybe they have to tweak their brand in order to be able to have a good franchise overseas. Yeah.